is that? That doesn't look too bad. Are we finally live? We're live. Let's take this link. Let's go drop it in Discord and then we can start streaming. Once here, stream announcements. Go drop it in GrindReel. Alright, we're good to go. What's up, Driz? How's it going? Today I'm standing because I'm trying to fix my goddamn garbage posture, but this shit's hard. I've been doing it for like new camera angle. Now I'm just standing today. You can see like the computers right here. I'm standing, moving around. Feels weird. Probably get right into it. I feel like when we take too long to start the reviews, people leave. Except for the people who enjoy just talking. One thing I wanted to talk about on stream. Oh my god, we have 900 emails like this week. One thing I want to talk about on stream is... Wait, this audio is garbage. Yeah, so sorry. One thing I want to talk about on stream was... I have to make a WordPress site for somebody. And I was thinking, why not just teach people how to make a WordPress site and do the whole thing. I know a lot of people don't like WordPress, and that's okay. We're not going to be like, WordPress is the best thing in the world. But in this case, it's a website I want to make, and I don't want to ever touch it again. Or at least not for a long time. And the person I'm going to be making it for understands the very basic structure of WordPress, right? Like you have a website, and you start with a bare scratch website. Think of it as like a cake, right? You just have a plain vanilla cake. And then you're going to add some sprinkles to it, and add some other things, and add some other things, and now you have this cake. And that's it. You just leave it like that. I never did anything in PHP. That'd be cool. You don't have to do any PHP. What's up, everyone? Inori, is that how you pronounce it? Inori, Andre. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, WordPress is really simple. The hardest thing about WordPress... I hate cake analogy. Okay, Think about it as a car. How about that? A car, okay? We're starting with a bare minimum car. It doesn't have doors. It doesn't have windshield. It doesn't have tires. Nothing. Just a car. It can't even drive. And we're gonna add on pieces, right? And then the only thing the person who owns the car has to do is change the tires once in a while. Just do some little updates here and there. And if something breaks, they call me over. But the whole idea of WordPress is that I don't have to... The person who's using the website doesn't have to know code to update it and work on it. I could just like be like, here's a website, leave me the fuck alone. So the website pretty much it's gonna be for a photographer, right? It's for my mom, so we're gonna have to make it a photography site where you could display pictures, you could display albums. Albums are gonna be locked per client. King of revised analogies. Analogies are fun because when it works, you're like, ah. Yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's I was thinking about maybe, but I really don't like drop shipping. But making an option where like, if the client goes to the site and really likes this one picture with their kid, they could take that picture and instantly order like a keychain version of it or a T-shirt version of it. The problem with drop shipping those kind of things is they're going to cost a lot. New mic? No, I just moved it around. Does it sound better or worse? Because I'm standing today. As you can see, my legs are dying 2 minutes into the stream. Whenever I work and my dog has a lot of energy, I'll stand up. And in one hand, I get this rope here, and I just play with her in one hand, and I work with the other. It's very productive. Yeah, so like, I can show you guys the current website. It's made in WordPress. It's absolute garbage. It looks like shit. Let me show you. This is the current site. Remember, this is a WordPress site. Dropshipping is not getting so much love nowadays. It's not quality, right? And if this is like your business and you're printing people t-shirts with like their kid's picture on it, you know, I'd probably define it as we do not deal with the quality or the shipping of this merchandise or something. Like I'd be like, this is like a gift shop mostly to support the photographer, but it's not necessarily like we don't make this in-house. So if you get a really bad quality t-shirt, that's on you. But I wouldn't, you know, that's like a bad mentality. What languages do you mainly program in? I don't do much programming now, but the top ones I do would be C# and JavaScript and some C++. When I'm doing like an Arduino project or any type of bot project, like I made this one project, I nearly finished it. I've been procrastinating it. It was like a Twitch bot that controlled like IRL things. What happened? I just procrastinated it. A lot of things happened on this channel and things in general, and then I just like said screw it. But I still have it all here on the side next to me. Pretty much, you guys would, let's say, donate $1 or subscribe to the channel or follow or whatever, and then you would get a credit. And you can also roll for credits. So you could say like !roll or something like that. And if you rolled the number or something like that, you would get a credit. And these credits can be used to activate IRL things that would sabotage the stream. So like, one thing I didn't get, a lot of things I didn't get figured out, and I didn't want to spend a week on it. Like one would be turning off the screen for 5 seconds. One would be spraying water in my face. I have a taser in here, so a taser. I think that'd be the most popular one, which is why I really didn't want to make that one. What else? There was blinding. It's literally like 6 LEDs that just sit and aim at my eyes, and the second you say blind in chat, it blinds me for 10 seconds or whatever. Yeah, it's a pretty cool bot. Just never got to finishing it, which is unfortunate. That'd be my popular one. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. We just do a bunch of fun like challenges on stream and just try to. Do you make IRL controlled things with another language than Python? Yeah, of course. You don't need like, so with Arduinos and embedded stuff, you usually use C++. But now there's so many libraries that you could just use something else. Like I made some of the code through JavaScript, and then it gets converted into C++ and goes on the Arduino. But to do that, you have to do some C++ to tell it to convert it over. You'll get famous. I don't know. It's tough with those videos. Yeah, you don't need Python. You could really use anything. Like it's really easy now. Maybe a couple of years ago now. Yeah, so this is the website. You got home, about. No one cares about the about. Galleries. Think of this as like a portfolio site for a photographer. So you click on My Gallery, and then you're supposed to be able to log in with a code. And then when you log in with the code, it brings you to your hidden gallery where you have pictures of you and your family or whatever. I want to remake that so that so you just log in with like an account, right? And then when you log in with an account, the admin can add you to a library. So you make an account on the website, and then you get added to a library, and that'd be super easy instead of doing this weird garbage system. Yeah, and I think this front page looks like shit. I mean, purple on black or pink on black doesn't look good. I feel that about pages are useless for 80% of the time. About pages are useless. Yeah, like most of the time they don't care, and if they care, they're gonna call you in for an interview or they're gonna contact you. Are you gonna make it in the stream? So that's what I wanted to figure out, if I should just make it like 2-3 videos. Like each video would be like a part on how to do X with WordPress, I guess, or how to do Y or whatever. A cool one would be like how to get everything hosted on DigitalOcean. That'd be good. And then like people can go along, and I pretty sure I can make most of it free. I want to do some paid stuff, but I could do most of it for free. Did you make the site? No, I'm gonna be remaking a site like this. This is just the before, but we're just talking about features of a portfolio site, like how the about page isn't too good. Not a lot of people don't care about the about page. If they do, they're usually going to call you for an interview, or if they're looking to hire you, they're going to call you or contact you. Like, I don't know. I never go to the about page. I just want to see your work. What do you guys do? Like, I don't go to the doctor and be like, hey, where did you get your degree? I'm just like, who went to this doctor and would they recommend him? You know? Yeah, I think this website just looks like shit. It's not very appealing. Black background with like pink font. And the guys who made this did a garbage job. And then the worst part is when there was a part of the website that broke, and we called them and we're like, hey, can you fix this? They're like, no, we're just gonna redo you a site for a couple $1,000s. I'm like, I heard that on the phone. I'm like, close it right now. Close the phone right now. $1,000 for a WordPress site that's free. And just working in portfolio templates. Ooh, that'd be fun. Portfolio templates are always good until a lot of people use them, and then you can't use them anymore. That's awesome. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I mean, you can help. You can help probably like 100 people around. You can help people all around the world. The problem is if you have like 2 people who use your template and they both apply to the same job, the job might be like, wait a minute. It's like that one template from Brad Traversy. Every time we see it, everyone in chat goes, that's Brad Traversy's template. That's Brad Traversy's template. Like, I'm sure the HR manager knows by now. The site is not HTTPS. Exactly. Because you want to know something funny, Cheese Whiz? It's hosted on GoDaddy. So HTTPS on GoDaddy is the cost that I pay monthly. No, the cost for SSL on GoDaddy is almost the equivalent of the cost of hosting for my DigitalOcean website that I don't have anymore. But at the time, it's so dumb. It's like a couple $100 for that shit. It's so dumb. GoDaddy is literally garbage. It just takes advantage of people that don't know what they're doing, which is exactly the situation here. Like, just look at their pricing. And then how much they charge you per repairs. GoDaddy pricing. I can't believe people do this. Yeah, let's blow up on the stream. Wait, you have to pay for SSL certificate? I guess not anymore. But I remember when we first made the site, yeah, it was a paid thing. When you could do it for free with like Certbot or Let's Cert or whatever the name is of that DigitalOcean one. Can you host WordPress on Heroku? You can. Yeah. Yeah. So WordPress, you can get as a backend. Like, let me show you. DigitalOcean. Like the DigitalOcean has like an actual instance you can run of PHP, Ubuntu, WordPress. It's like a whole package. Just log in on my email. Yes. Oh, containing a car. They all contain. Oh no, they don't all contain. That's a plane. Car. Email already exists. I know. Let me in. Oh, sign up. Fuck. Why does this have to be so complicated? Just let me sign in. Have you ever used AWS or Firebase? I've used Firebase. Firebase is pretty nice. Account suspended. The way DigitalOcean works is you pretty much... How do I say this? You pretty much... can game them where you're like, I'll pay next month, and I think for like a year I didn't pay my hosting. Okay, so we can't do this account. Let's log into another account. Feels bad. We'll just use the Grindr email. Fuck it. Congrats, Mike, you're a human. I know. I almost fucked that up too. Set up billing? No, just Digital Ocean WordPress. See if I can just find a picture of it. Yeah, so when you go to create a droplet, you can literally choose Ubuntu, and then under that you could choose WordPress, and it'll install the latest WordPress instance for you. Right now it's not letting me do it, but that's unfortunate. Some hosting sites provide for free at times. Yeah, Heroku is pretty good, but the problem with Heroku is the load time, how it shuts itself off every 30 minutes or whatever like that if it's not being used. You can game that. You can just like make yourself like a little bot that triggers the website every 30 minutes or whatever. But yeah. Hello, where should I send my CV? If you want to get it reviewed, send it to the email on the screen, grindreel@gmail.com. That sleep is annoying. That's why I use Netlify. Is Netlify free? Netlify. I don't think I've ever used Netlify. Maybe once. Pricing. Pro. Oh, God. Wait, what's starter? One team member, one concurrent build? 100 gigabyte. What the hell? That's pretty nuts. That's bandwidth, 100 gigs. That's not bad at all. So DigitalOcean does it like this. They do droplets. So you pay for a droplet. Let's say I do the 4 gig one, right? So you get 4 gigs of memory, 2 CPUs, 4 terabytes, 80 gigs of storage, and then you could pay for like snapshots or backups of your server. The problem with DigitalOcean is if you need to store things, like in this case we're storing photography stuff, right? So the storage is going to be huge. You can imagine if you're putting an album of 300-400 pictures, you're going to be killing yourself on storage. So I need to find another method. I'm hoping there's a way I can store things on a Google Drive and then have the website pull from the Google Drive. That'd be really cool, right? Like if you go to a website and you put in your code and it unlocks a gallery for you, and it just tells you like, here is the link to the gallery. That'd be really cool. You get 100 gigs free. That's pretty cool. I might look into Netlify then. I got Heroku hosting for lifetime with SSL. Is it worth hosting WordPress on it? You could try it. Sounds pretty good if you have it for a lifetime with SSL. It just with Heroku, you got to be careful because it does have this shut-off feature. You could do it with Instagram? Really? I need to learn Netlify this week. And GitHub Pages. GitHub Pages is literally a joke. I don't think you would need like about 37.5 seconds to learn it. It's just it hosts static pages for free. You just do a couple little things here and there and you're good. Internship is starting at 26. Nice. Is it going to be remote or is it going to be in person? I can't imagine it's going to be in person, but and you get tuts on Heroku management. I think they have a really good guide on the website where they just tell you what to press. You could choose what kind of, just like DigitalOcean, you choose if you want a node or, no, DigitalOcean is a little more complicated, but with Heroku you could just choose like, you want Node, Ruby on Rails, Java, whatever, and then you can go from there. You can get super cheap hosting on Google Static Cloud Storage. I'm going to look into that too. This is good we're having this talk, because I don't know what to choose. I just want long-term, what is the easiest option? DigitalOcean is easy, but it's a little bit more expensive, seems like. Especially for this usage. You can host static sites free through Google Drive if you have a domain. Ah. Yeah, remote? Nice. Hey, you interviewed my portfolio about a week ago or so, if you weren't remember. I don't think I do. I'm 14 and my question is, at what age do I start applying for internships? So legally, where I live in Canada, and I think the U.S. as well, you can't do internships until you're 16. Someone, let me know if that's true in the U.S. I know that's true here. Um, Personally, I would say skip internships and go straight to a job. You're 14, even if you just did a bit of code every day, just a little bit, because you're still 14. You should go enjoy being 14 and just, you should still go enjoy that. But even if you did just a little bit, by the time you're like 16, 17, 18, you're going to know a shit ton and you could just go straight to a job. I think Netlify is super easy. I'm sure. I don't think any of these options are really that complicated. Does Netlify provide SSL? I'm sure it does. I like my Lonos hosting. Maybe look into them. Lonos? Can you link it to me in Discord or something? I didn't even code till college. I didn't code till after college, even though I only did like a year of college. You connect Netlify with GitHub repo, and then you type build command, and that's it. Oh shit. But what if it's a WordPress? That's different. Wait, Netlify, you can still use your domain? You should be able to use domain in any of these. I really doubt one of these would be like no domain. Other than, no, even GitHub Pages you can use a domain. What is Netlify and WordPress? Let's see. If I was ever gonna go full-time WordPress developer, I would literally get a punching bag in the room, and just every 20-25 minutes, just start beating the shit out of it. Because sometimes you get these bugs, and they're so frustrating. Like the one on the current website right here, that I showed you guys earlier. There's this dependency called PL upload that allows you to upload images on the front end to the back end, and it wasn't working. It was throwing an error, and it was like the button that said upload a picture would not, like, you'd click it and nothing would happen because of the function from PL upload is broken. I went, reinstalled the plugin. It didn't even let me install it. It said it's an invalid plugin. I tried updating everything. I tried downgrading everything. I tried a billion different things. It would not work. This one dependency would not work, to the point where literally have to remake a whole site because of it, because it's so dependent on that plugin. Hit the punching bag with a bat. I don't know, dude. It gets frustrating because it's like, WordPress is nice because you don't have to do a lot of work to get a huge result, right? You don't have to write any code really. But then when that one thing happens, that one little thing happens, it could screw you over so bad. That's why that's why when you search up WordPress, you learn the one skill that as developers we usually don't think about. You look at packages and plugins that are highly supported. You do not go for the good ones. You go for the shitty ones that are supported, because those are the ones that are going to get fixed over time. Sometimes you go for a really good plugin that's not being supported anymore, and it's been a year, and now they upgraded to WordPress number X, 3.17, whatever, and that plugin doesn't work anymore, and now you're GG. You gotta rebuild. You think sites like WordPress will replace web devs at some point? No. I just think it's very practical for certain situations. Like, I do not want to touch this website ever again after building it. And the person who uses it can just upgrade their plugins and update the WordPress, and it's super easy. Right? They don't have to know how to code. But there's certain things WordPress can't do that code can. And it's also, you lose a bit of speed for the what's the word? Convenience. Alright. Someone sent in their resume, right? Or am I dreaming? Kitamori, I think it was you. You have this live stream as you're reviewing some people's portfolios. Can I get some feedback? Of course you can. I'm gonna guess this is you, Zoltan. Oh wait, Zoltan, can you remove your phone number and stuff? Unless you don't mind me putting it up on the screen. I'll give you the option on that one. What was it? This guy. Aryav. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alright, so give me a second here. I'll wait on now I'm fine? Okay. Perfect. You could do it with Chrome Audit. Wait, what is it? How do you audit a website? Oh, you just F12, open the inspector. Audit is actually already open. You generate a report. Super easy. Page speed insights. I've heard of that too. I don't know how good that is though. Open Chrome Dev Tools and extension. Cheese whiz? No, it's just built in. Now I broke the website. Okay. Oh wait, you didn't see my screen. Beautiful. Yeah, you just F12, and then the last page for me. Audit, and you generate a report. Take a minute or two, and then it'll tell you everything. It's pretty good. Pretty cool feature of Google to make. All right, let's close these. Let's do the reviews quickly, and we can continue chatting. God, my legs are killing me. Why do people do this to themselves? Fuck being healthier. All right. Let me get the pen tool out. Is it working? It is, but it's white. All right, there we go. All right. So, the big thing that we all talk about. Should you be putting a picture on your portfolio or resume? I already see Driz making a joke about it. That's my bully from the 2nd grade, because that's the analogy I always go for. I know in Euro they love it. In Europe, I said Euro. I know they love it in Europe, but you can look like somebody that I had a really bad experience with, and because of that, my brain will associate you with something bad. I really, really don't like putting pictures on resumes or portfolio sites. I didn't even have one on my LinkedIn for a long time, because people just judge. Europass is trash. What's Europass? Someone want to fill me in on this? Or just Google it? Sounds like Nexus for European. It's not a reflection of you, it's just a bad template. Is it like a resume making site? Language passport? What? What is that website? Do you see how it's doing this like angled stuff? That's so weird. It's what you use for international students in EU. Oh. Okay. It's Josh Fluke. It's pretty generally used here. Interesting. I really don't like the picture in the portfolio, but I know they like it out there, so that depends on you. If you're gonna link LinkedIn and GitHub, personally, I just put the word and the logo. I don't put the whole link, but I guess like, you know, if they're gonna print it out, they're not gonna take it letter by letter and write it in. So they don't really need the whole link. Yeah, email, phone number, location, sure. Telegram, do you need that? Backend developer, client platform, Budapest. Okay, so wait. What skills do you know? I don't even know what skills you know. Close this for a sec. Do you have skills on here? Job-related skills. Okay. Intermediate knowledge. What does that mean? To me, that means I don't know it, but I'm going to put it on my resume. Basic understanding. That means I don't know it, but I'm going to put it on my resume. But to you, that can mean you're really good at JavaScript, you're really good at PHP, you're really good at Python, you're really good at SQL. Love framework? That's that sounds like a meme. I don't even know what that is. Skills at the bottom. Yeah, you need to put those at the top. This is what defines you. They're going to go... wait, one second. They're going to go from the top. They're going to open it up. They're going to be like, all right, we got Zoltan here. Does he know what we need? And they're gonna want this. And then from there, they could be like, all right, he put JavaScript, but what does that mean? And they're gonna go through your projects, and then they're gonna figure out if you have an intermediate, a basic, or an expert level understanding of JavaScript by seeing how you write code. And then if they want more further proof, they're gonna go into your experience and see that you've worked with those languages, and you've listed them here, which is great. You worked with those languages at those jobs, and that's just gonna like all go together. Your intermediate might be someone else's expertise. Exactly. Love framework is even a thing. I don't know. That sounds pretty funny. You're your own worst critic. Yeah. It's just hard to control people's interpretations if you. It shows you don't have self-confidence. I don't know about that. Sometimes you just see someone else did this and you copy it onto yours. On your resume, it's time to make yourself look good. Yeah, on your resume is just you trying to sell yourself to get an interview. And then in the interview is where you kill the code test and everything and you get a job. What is expert? Yeah, I mean, who knows? Intermediate, I'm confident, but not expert. I don't know what that means. That's not even like an objective number. It's just pure based off of how you feel. That's very difficult for people to gauge. Is having timeline even necessary on your resume? It depends. I wouldn't put a timeline when it comes to school, because it gives your age. You got a lot of skills on here. You just do you have projects on here? You got work experience, personal skills, additional information. Okay. Business information technology. What do you learn in this? Maybe you can list some of the things you learned here, and relate them to your original skills. Timelines are bad because they show your age. Yeah. Only put when you graduate, not when you start. Yeah. Oh wait. You organize these by job-related skills and digital skills. Isn't your whole job a digitally created job? Like programming is all digital. Git for version control, huge variety of related services. Yeah, so this is more like a paragraph. You need to just make bullet points and organize it. What kind of jobs are you going for? You got back-end developer jobs? You got a lot of back-end developer jobs. I would organize this by... Personally, I would organize it by front-end and back-end, because even if you do a back-end job, you still have to know some front-end stuff. Because you do have, like, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript. That's how I would do it. Really depends on how you want to do it, but... GitLab, Bitbucket, GitHub, I don't think you need to put those. Just put Git. Git should cover all three of those. Proficiency in Linux, what does that mean? User degree understanding of Windows, what does that mean? Experience usage of IDEs, most notably JetBrains products and Visual Studio Code. Yeah, you don't need to put that. You don't even need to list an editor. Basic understanding of him. Again, what does that mean? I mean, that sounds like you've installed it and you played with it once and it's just collecting dust in a folder. It doesn't provide how good or how bad or... Because the person who is hiring doesn't care about your life-only skills? Yeah, but you organize it differently than this. It's very difficult to take someone seriously when they say basic understanding. By the way, we're being super harsh on you, Kanamori, but just because we're trying to help you. This isn't like us trying to roast you. But basic understanding is very hard to take you seriously. Like, what does that mean? Like, when I say basic understanding, I mean, like, I tried it one time. But that's why I don't put it there. I just say blockchain technology, and if they need me to learn it, I'll learn it. Like, regex is something within a language. If you put JavaScript here and you put intermediate knowledge, I'd assume that you should know what regex is because it's in JavaScript and in other languages. You need to reorganize the skills here. Personally, I would do front end, back end, and others. And others would be things that you can't really categorize, like... actually, there's not much on here. Maybe like some cryptocurrency, machine learning. Basic understanding, I know the basics, but need more learning. Yeah, but it's very difficult because we don't know what basic understanding means. Like, everyone has a different interpretation of that. Harshness is okay, fully understand, okay. Don't, like, ranking yourself is really bad. Have worked with would be better or still trash. I just put it there. Just put JavaScript, and if you have a project, they'll see how good or how bad you are with that project. And if they want more, they'll ask you for a code test. But that's fine because by that time you'll have an interview and a code test, and that's where you'll kill it. This just needs to get you that interview. This is literally your ticket to the interview, and if you make it to the interview, no one gives a shit about the resume anymore. Now they're focused on, can you do what they need you to do? How do you need a resume? Isn't a portfolio enough? No, there's certain things you don't really put on a portfolio. You don't really put your job experience on a portfolio. You just put your projects there. It's just like a organized and a little way you can make creative on your own. Someone told me one time to look at a sticker on a new vehicle in a car lot. That's what your resume should be. Sell yourself? Yeah, exactly. Like, why is Brent the right person for our back-end Node job? And then we're going to look through his resume. We see he knows Node because his projects are at the top of the resume. Now we're going to want to know how good he is with it. And that's where his projects come into place. We're going to look at his projects. We're going to look at his job experience. Job experience, you can't really get how good or how bad you are. Like, I did C# at my last job, but I didn't do crazy things. I did the really basic endpoints and all that. But I still put it there. It's really hard to gauge. So you look at the projects, and that's where you see them actually writing the code and finding solutions. And they're going to be like, oh, that's a really cool solution. I didn't even think of that myself. This guy's really interesting. Let's call him in for an interview. And they call you in, and boom, sold yourself. And you just need to, most of the time, you just repeat the kind of things you have in your resume. That's someone wise Brent. Yeah. You need some projects on here. I know you have a lot of experience here, but it's really hard to gauge. Let's see. Backend support for the project and its ecosystem. Wait. Backend support for the project and its ecosystem requires. These involve internal developments for DevOps related functionalities. Can you get more detail? Instead of just saying backend support, because your job is a backend developer, so of course you're going to be doing backend. Give 2 to 3 bullet points, maybe even 4, and say how you found some solution. Or the best thing with backend developers, if you can prove objective information, like if you can say you actually improved a service by a certain number, that's really big. We've seen that before. After doing like 20 of these streams, I think we've seen like 2 people who can actually put a number and can back it up. Developer student for the backend side of the company's main product in various aspects. It's so general. Like there's no detail. It involved fixing simple bugs. What's a simple bug? Helping with implementation of new features and replacement of deprecated dependencies. One occasion, I helped fix the restoration of the database migration failure. Yeah, you don't need to say things like gained experience with. Just say containerization with Docker or whatever. API development. Talk about those. Maybe use a darker background. I think the colors are actually fine. I just don't know what this Europass curriculum detail, like why he needs to put that at the top, because that's a lot of room right there. Like, they know it's a CV when you're sending them a CV. I don't think you need to title it that way. Gained experience. No, I read that. Participation in delivering landing pages or related services for business clients built on internally developed. Yeah, so huge boost in experience covering web development. Like, don't say that. Just list the kind of things you did at the job. Your highlights. Without saying like that. It just sounds really weird, and it doesn't work. It kind of sounds to me like before you went to this job you weren't good, and when you left you're just a little better. I don't know if that's what you mean or not, but that's how I see it. Whoa. Oh no, I clicked on a link. White might hurt the eye. Well, you could just like turn your computer into dark mode or whatever. I don't think so Siberian, if you make the background a darker color, now let's say they're having an interview and they're bringing Zoltan into the interview and they have to print his resume out. Imagine printing a resume with a black or darker background. That's a lot of ink. They're probably not going to print it. They're just going to say, next person, please. Those are reasons to literally tell people not to come in. Like, they'll find a reason. They try to find a reason. When they have 300 of these sitting on their desk, gotta highlight yourself. Instead of saying saying like huge boost in experience and gained experience, say like what you did. Highlight what you know. I think it's not bad. It's just you need to take a different approach at this. Instead of like saying what you got out of it, say what you did. Make hacker theme resume. Oh god, green font on black background. No I almost want to say I'd pay to see someone go to a job and have them print out that resume. I'd laugh if I saw that. Keeping it concise and to the point, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just an information issue. Like the way you describe yourself here, often you're saying like you're ranking your skills by how well you know them. Like no one needs to know that. Just put something, and if you're comfortable with it or you're willing to learn it on the job, you'll be fine. If you put Django and you apply to a Django job, they're going to look through your projects and they're going to see how well you know Django. They're going to see through your experience if you've used Django, which, let's see. Yep, you've used it here. I'll be like, all right, well, he has a year experience with it, or no, a couple months experience with it. Let's call him in. Let's see how good he is. Let's do a code test. Or before that, usually they'd go through your project and they'd see the kind of structure you do in your project. Like, is it totally bunk garbage or is it okay? I also can't really list exact projects, most confidential. So can you make some projects? It shouldn't take you that long with this much experience. One weekend per project, couple hours on each one. Doesn't have to be something insane. Just something that shows your knowledge. Maybe use some kind of cool structure that you've used before, or, you know. Like if I had to apply to a job right now, I would do a bunch of like hardware stuff that's connected to web apps. Like I'd build like an e-commerce website, and then if you buy something from the e-commerce website, it prints to a live printer your order and everything, and tells, you know, a bunch of information. And then like texts you on your phone, and it says like, hey, you ordered this shirt, would you like to confirm? You text the bot yes, and then it would like confirm it or something. I'd do stuff like that. That wouldn't take too long. That would take a day. I think that'd be a pretty cool project for them to be like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Alright, hope that was helpful. We're gonna move on to the next one. If you have any other information, any other questions, feel free to send them in. We can always do another review in the future. I'm interested to see what this is, quickly. Frequently asked questions. What the fuck is Europass? Yes, there it is. 5 documents help European students make their skills qualified, clearly and understood in Europe. So is it like they'll translate it for you too and all that? Is that what it does? Interesting. Just not a to-do list? Dude, if you do to-do list, you gotta make it the most insane to-do list in the world. You know, every time you complete a to-do, a fucking task, it's gotta shoot fireworks IRL. And spell it. And then the plane comes by and it says, Brent has completed task number 2. That would get you a job. To-do list rise up. That'd be such a good, like, if someone made a to-do list that really was, like, insane to the point where it blew people's minds, that'd be pretty cool. Corona trackers rise up. Best to do pays you to do them. I had this one idea of, like, a to-do app that would have prizes for people who finish shit, but it's so hard to get honesty out of it. The only way to do it would be if you put in money, and if you completed the task, it would give it back to you or something, but no one's going to do that. If you don't get it done, you pay someone else to do it. That'd be cool. That'd be a pretty good way of taking people's money. Just putting, like, have someone else do it button next to everything they have to do. So when you're just lazy, you take advantage of that. They press the button. $100. Rebuild Notion. Oh no, screw that. One thing that could be really funny is if you host a project on Notion, because Notion doesn't limit right now. Notion doesn't limit your storage space. This exists. Yeah, there's one version of it, but they made it. They tried to do the first thing I talked about, where they made it like money rewards, but no one was doing it right. So they made it like a character, and every time you complete tasks, you get like clothing, and you put clothing on your character. It's so bad. Level, go fucking do it. Let's see. Finish and launch my book. Go fucking do it. Yeah, let's see. What's your goal? Go fucking do it. Okay. You need to enter a goal. Finish Twitch bot. Set deadline. That's 14 days from now. That's cool. Let's. Wait. Damn it. What is it today? Like the 23rd? Oh shit. So you put in money? Oh shit. Okay. That's hilarious. This would be a great pyramid scheme. Put the app out, get a bunch of people to sign up and do tasks, and just take it. Just don't give it back to them. That's really cool. How do they make money on it though? We were watching do it. No, I'm not gonna put credit cards in here. Alright, let's do this one. Arev. My Discord popped off. What happened? They take a percentage? Oh. What was the app called again? Uses Stripe? Yikes. That's pretty cool, dude. Let me show you the other one. Goal app rewards. I don't remember what it's. No, it was like to-do list with rewards, something like that. It started with the name Habarika. That's what it is. So really cool idea, absolute garbage execution. So they started off with the gamify your life model. Do we sign up? Let's sign up. So you see, you have like a character, and you make yourself like. Oh my god, this is spam. You make yourself like a task, right? And once you do it, you get like food, and you feed it to your character. It's so dumb. Like what I would do is make this like actual things you can win, like prizes, like a Nintendo Switch or whatever. The problem is, how do you keep people accountable? What stops someone from going on the site, putting a bunch of to-do tasks, and just checking them all off? You can't. This is called Professional Thief. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. What's the percentage for that other app? Do you guys know? Social media clones rise up. Oh, Instagram clone. Okay, phone number, email, GitHub. Is GitHub clickable link? It is. I'm not trying to dox. Branding statement. That's the first time I've seen it worded like that. Rising junior with a passion for computer science interested in educating others on mathematical, scientific, and computer science topics and gaining real-world experience. Okay, get rid of Rising Junior. I kind of like this other half here of the educating others and helping others. That's cool, but this could be reworded. The reason I like seeing the word educating others means you understand a topic enough to teach others, which is not bad. But you got to prove that. So we're going to go on to the next part. Skills. They're not organized. Organize them. You're going for front-end jobs, full-stack jobs, back-end jobs. Organize it. Front-end, back-end, or others. Projects. You got 1. You need at least 3 to 5. Maybe they post images of their work. That's weird. Why didn't my comment go through the top chat? Say it again. Blockchain social media. How would that work? Like every Instagram post would be a piece of the train? A replica of Medium.com, a popular online publishing forum using React.js for the front end. Okay, so instead of saying using React.js for the front end, Express for the back end, whatever, just list React, Express, and Node, or Mongo, or whatever. Just list the skills. And then in your bullet points is where you talk about cool features that it might be different or make this project stand out. You have to sell this project. Telling me you used React.js for front end does not make me want to click on this any more than I did already. But saying like, even the idea of saying a replica website, it's not the best. It kind of says you have no originality. You can't make something based off of your own. Yeah. I would just say a blog site, a fully functional blog site with the ability to do this, that, and do that, and do this, and whatever. 3-4 bullet points. Relevant courses. Advanced Programming and AP Computer Science. Why? I don't think that's even necessary to put on here. More relevant would be projects. This is valuable space here that should be used for projects. Volunteer work. Does any of this volunteer work have anything to do with programming? Let's see. Loaves and Fish's Kitchen. Cleaned work areas. Okay, so no. Does not have anything to do. You can remove this. San Jose Public Library. Sign families up for the... No, this has nothing to do with programming. It's cool. I get it. You're trying to fill some space. But this doesn't help you. Any JS APIs? There's a website where you could just search APIs. Like, just go API search or something, and then you type in whatever you want. No, what's it called? All APIs? Any API. And then you go and you find what you want. Let's say we want entertainment. So we go in entertainment and we want a movie API. I'm sure there's one here. Let's do movie. Let's search movie. Boom! Hydra Movies is a streaming service that holds information on thousands of popular movies. Let's click on it. Oh, there's documentation. Cool. Cool. You know, it's a really nice website. Giphy API is the only API that matters. Very true. Very, very true. With that one, you could do anything. You guys remember that Udemy ad of the dude who's like, what was it? You should learn Python. You could do anything with it. You know what I'm talking about? Udemy Python ad. I'm never gonna find it. It was a total meme. It was on for like 3 years in a row. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. No way. Awards. President, volunteer service. Okay, if it doesn't have anything to do with your job, remove it. I get the idea of sometimes wanting to make yourself look interesting or make yourself look different than others, but if it has nothing to do with the job, it's just wasting the person who's reading their time. Education from 2012 to 22. That probably gives out your age, so just put 22. I'm guessing this is... I don't even know what this is. 10 years. 10 years and you're talking about AP Computer Science? I'm guessing this is high school and elementary? I don't think he's here anymore, Irav. Maybe he is. But is that high school and elementary you're talking about? Yeah, 1 to 10. That's what it seems like. Not after FB bought it? Okay, well, there's other options. There's... No, you know what's a really good API that I remember I used for one of my apps years ago? Cat symbol API. The cat API. Is it this one? No. One sec. One sec. I'm gonna find it. I have it here. I just don't want to show on stream yet. Where is it? This one. So I built this really shitty chat app like 2 years ago now. Really garbage. It's on Heroku. It's gonna take 10 minutes to spin up, but while it does, okay, here it's up, but it's gonna take a minute. Okay, so let me make it bigger for you guys. Hello there, user. Stay anonymous or change it. Oh fuck. Yeah, see, it's already broken. Hello there, user. Stay anonymous or change your name with enter. Send a message to others. Okay, so I'm gonna call me Mike. I'm gonna say hello, and I think if I love cats. I love cats. Shit. What is it? I like cats. So, yeah, I had an API here that would draw out cats based off the messages. I sent this to employers. I thought it was so funny. I bet they just laughed and threw my resume right in the garbage. I'm gonna go live and I'll let people know if they want to get a resume view, they can head over here. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go live. If you want to just transfer this to yours if you want. We kind of did all the resume reviews. We could just move on to yours if you want. I don't think there's anything I can add here to Irav's, to his resume here. How many projects have you worked on? You want to see the true answer? I don't know, to be honest, but my GitHub has like half of my projects, and that's all of them right there. These are all mostly full projects. Branding statement, don't state your level in school. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird resume. I don't know why I wrote branding statement, but I would just say I'm interested. I love, maybe something like I love computer science and I Let me think of this. Rising Junior, what's the alternative? Yeah, have you ever seen people write what's that word we saw on the last stream? Anyone remember? Proactive. People are like proactive developers. What's the opposite of a proactive developer? Aren't all developers proactive? I would just say something like, with my passion in computer science, I love to educate others on mathematical, or with my passion in computer science, I enjoy educating others on the topic. No, that doesn't sound good. I would do something like that. I would focus on the fact that you like to educate others on computer science, which means you probably know computer science because that's what you have to do to teach. Sleeping developer, yeah. That'd be funny. I'm a sleeping developer. I'm a non-proactive. I'm a non-proactive developer. Yeah, so the project list is here. I don't know. We can go through one of these or two of these while Josh sets up his stream. This is probably my most fun project I've ever made. I used I used this library called Phaser.io, which allows you to make games, and I made a game. It's called StarCaptor. It's actually really hard, and if you can beat it, well, I guess you're better than me. There's no beating it. It's just, so you collect stars, alright? And once you collect all the stars, you get this like metal ball that falls around, and this metal ball will kill you on contact. I can't believe I'm playing this right now. Phaser is godlike. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, so now there's 2 of these metal balls, and I gotta avoid them while trying to collect the stars. And you'd think, okay, that's not too hard. Wait till there's like 8 of these metal balls jumping around. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Okay, now there's 3 of them, and you gotta keep track. Your eyes have to dart everywhere. Let's go up here. Oh no, I'm not going up there. Oh no, oh no, oh no. These a lot harder than you'd think. Oh. No, shit. Probably one of the best libraries out there. It's so easy. This was like 10 lines. No, not 10 lines, but like. I can't believe I'm showing code on stream. Ew. You have a config thing. You choose the height and width of your canvas. You tell it what kind of physics you want to use, gravity, whatever, whatever. You have scenes. You have preload, create, and update. For those who don't know, preload means all your assets. So you'll see in a sec we're going to upload a bunch of assets. Create is create on game start, and update is update throughout the game. That's how game development usually works. You have like a first function that runs when the game is created. So like put a character here, put an enemy here, and then you have the update function that says if you press W, it should move you every update 1 step or whatever. So we make the game, we tell it preload, bring in the sky, the ground, the bomb, the star, whatever. Here's the sizing. Then because it's a 2D platformer, instead of using like a graphics tool to make the game, I just use sprites, which is just like 6 or 7 pictures of the person walking, and every like step is another picture. And then you stitch those together into a running animation. So we do that over here. We create the platform and we give it, I don't know, platform has like a hard body. So it means like if you hit it, you're not going to just go through it. You tell the player to bounce, blah, 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 blah. Like if you change this bounce number, you'll fly up and stuff. Rising juniors rise up. That was hard to read. Yeah, see here, I'm animating. When you go right, loop through these frames, whatever. This is the collision for the star. And then right here is the control. So if you press left, which is like the arrow left, it moves you this fast or whatever. It's pretty simple. HR lady says you look like a bro mic. Dude, I totally look like a bro mic. I'm too big to walk through the door, you know? Oh, shit. Bro. That's how they are, right? You know the, what's it called? The missing lat syndrome? You know the lat, the muscle right here? When they don't have one, but they walk like this all day? Like their arms just hang off? You have a standing desk? Yeah, I haven't been sitting. Today I'm standing, and that's why my legs are killing me. Bought this piece of garbage, and I never used it. Lats, yes, lats. Alright, I guess we'll end the stream. We'll let Josh stream, you know, because we're going to give him all his followers from this stream. You know? Little pity party. All 13 of you. Let's let me just reload this. It's all broken. I've only seen it down, I guess. Yeah, I never stand in stream because sometimes you stream for like 3 hours and it's actually hard on your legs. Josh who? Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I guess if you enjoyed the stream, you can give it a thumbs up. 16. I know who is that. Yeah. If you enjoyed the stream, you can give it a like. We're gonna do video tomorrow. I promise, I will. Maybe I'll use that to-do app where I put money into it. Because I have to get this video done. I have like the whole thing written out. It's for freelancing and how much you should charge. And I found some interesting things. Maybe we're a little late, but we're rising developers. Never forget that. Oh, that's so cringe. Just a bunch of like guys from Revenge of the Nerds. I could in my head I see like you know those scenes in like the Spartan movies where there's like two armies looking across a giant grass field and they all run it, charge at each other. That's what I see in my head right now, but a bunch of nerds with like pimples and big glasses running with like keyboards and mouses and just like JavaScript. That's what I see in my head. The rise of the developers. I don't know how you could use that word unironically. Give us credit details. For what? It'll help you do it in the to-do list. Oh no. What's up, chair people? I like to call them chair people. True. If you don't stand while you work, you're a total pleb. It's cringe to even type. Which word? The rising developers? Revenge of the devs? Josh, we should do that when I when the border opens up and I can actually go to Utah. We will make a Revenge of the Nerds or developers. That'd be amazing. Josh would be like the enemy with his Chad voice. You know the Chad what was it? The Chad CEO? The guy who rode around on his motorcycle and had that dude voice. I lie down and work most of the time. I can't do that. I'll fall asleep. I will fall asleep. I thought one funny short film would be if like Josh and HR lady would be like working in the same office and Josh would keep breaking like the office rules. He'd be like that creepy guy, the creepy developer that has never seen a woman in his life. That'd be really funny. A day in the life of an open office. The moment I lie down, I instantly sleep. Yeah, me too. I'd like to be Kikassia by Channel Awesome. I don't know who that is. Can you read my web app? If you send it in right now, I will review it really quickly. Because we are ending the stream. But I will do one more. Oh my, what did we just get? Oh no, somebody took our email and signed us up for... Look at this. Someone took the email off the stream and signed us up for Drupal mailing list. Security news mailing list. You guys see this? Who did this? It tells me your IP address, you dumbass. Whoever this is on this IP address signed us up for a mailing list. Thanks, dude. I've never wanted Drupal information more than now. You filled the void in my life. Someone enrolled me into BDSM. That's hilarious. I think the worst thing is when I made my portfolio site and I made a video with Josh, my number was on there, and then for a month straight, 3 to 4 times a day while I was at my job, I was getting phone calls from like scam centers all around the world. I'm talking like Russian, Indian, everything. Like my website got scraped so hard. I made my day in a life video recently. There's nothing better than working from home. True. I can't imagine being in an like. What do you do if you have like animals and stuff? Like, imagine leaving like your dog at home all day while you go to work. Like, there's no way that's fun. And who doesn't love working in their setup? Because then you just invest in a good setup and you actually get value out of it. App review. Yeah, where's the app? All the employees in my company work from home normally. That's awesome. I'm sure now because of Twitter, everyone's like, I saw someone in my family was saying, like a cousin or something who works in tech. He was like, look at Twitter. They're finally doing remote. I'm like, dude, they should have done this 10 years ago. They work in an office on laptops, and they have these offices with like couches on one side of the building and beds on the other side of the building, and they can go around with their laptop. Why can't they just do that at home? Sometimes Cat hits keyboard, so Flowdog gets 10-15 threads. You see, that's productivity. Are we gonna get this website here in the email? Whoever that was, I forgot your name already. Jesse. Love that wall. Oh shit. I forgot I was on wallpaper. Leaked big time. Oh, Jesse, you sent it in. I'm crazy. Wait, is it a website or resume? Do you have your website? Maybe I could just find it on your GitHub, but ideally you wouldn't make me dig this much for it. I'll wait for your message. We'll give you another couple minutes to answer and then we'll end. Anyone know how long till they're gonna open up the borders because of the whole Corona? U.S. Canada border. I really want to drive to the U.S. like all the way from Canada. It'd be super fun. It'd be so many miles though. Like if I went on the Google Maps right now. Let's see. Montreal to Utah. It would be 2,300 miles over 35 hours of driving. I would totally do it. Do you do YouTube reviews or resume reviews? Yeah, I mean, I review whatever. There's certain things I can't tell you. I can't tell you how to build a channel with 100K subscribers, but there's certain things I can help you with. Mail him your channel link right now. I think it's too late. I think we'll do it on the next one, because I feel that Josh wants to stream and we don't want to overlap. Because then we're, you know, all the viewers are coming to my channel and not to his. So I'm totally trolling. I sent the web app via email. I didn't see it. I'm gonna take another look. Take another look before we end. Grand real email. Oh, there we go. My Vindex. Okay. Let's pull this up on stream. I weirdly remember this girl doing this math tutorial because in college I was watching her content. I don't remember her name. She had really good videos, but she had like 5 on calculus. Am I correct? I missed Josh's channel 4 to 7 times. That's a weirdly good number. Yeah, don't siphon them all away. I'm trying to grow. That's a good one. Did we hit 2,000 subs yet on this channel? We're really close. Let's see. We are at, please Google, work. 1,970 subscribers and almost 2,000 watch hours. So we're pretty much halfway there until we can monetize and make $1 a day. All right. Yes, I do remember. Okay, so let's see what this is. Active Learning Video Technology for your flipped classroom. What is a flipped classroom? Learn how my Vindex works. Vindex is an active learning platform to enhance student engagement on top of video content it provides. Okay. Here's what I do. Have some kind of slogan that gives the highlight of the app away based off the bat. The coolest thing you have about this app, you put it up here. When you talk about how it works, I like to have it almost bullet point, like super easy. Active learning platform enhances student engagement. Maybe talk about what it doesn't do, like how it's not old school boomer shit where it has where you have to read a bunch of stuff. It's all videos, you know, talk about that. It also provides features including domain-based chatting, talking in an education-specific community, and note-taking. That seems very complicated, like worded complicated. You have the ability to chat with your students, or you can take notes within the app. Features: table of contents might allow you to review content quickly with an easy. Okay, navigation is easy as a really Like, if you're gonna make a features and you only have 3 of them, you should put the most important thing here. And having an easy to navigate table of contents, I don't know if that's worthy. I feel like you have a lot of cool features in here that you should be putting instead of that. What do you guys think? Am I just being picky? I would focus on the fact that this is like anti-boomer learning, right? This is the new way of learning videos. You don't have to look at it. You could just listen to it. You can use more than one input, like your eyes and your ears at the same time. Note taking. Allow your students to take notes on videos for active learning. I mean, you could take notes anytime while watching a video, right? So is that really something insanely innovational or something like that? Is it going to disrupt the market? What's that? What are the top tools you like to use? Like any API, psych interview. Tools I like to use? I'm not sure. You'd have to ask me for a specific task. I agree in simplifying. Yeah, I like there's a lot of good stuff here. It's just make it dumb easy to read. Pretend like you're selling to I would be pretending like I'm selling to like a 14-year-old. Cuz then everyone can understand. It's being relatable over you know, like the whole thing about I don't want to get political, but a certain political figure talks like a 4-year-old, and that's one of the reasons he's very relatable to a giant group of people. Versus someone who's very descriptive, but very hard to understand for a lot of people, or not as easy. So being descriptive while very easy to read. Oh, IRC is cool. Allows students to talk to Fitness allows you to chat through IRC. IRC allows students to talk directly to an existing educational community, like the existing mathematics or computer science community. How could we reword this? Also, you're missing a period at the end, but how can we reword this? Students can talk directly to existing educational communities. That's how I would do it. You can get rid of the sentence right here. You can get rid of existing mathematics or computer science community. You just focus on the most important thing, which is the fact that you can talk to students this way. Having IRC in here, I don't think you need it in here. I don't think a lot of people are coming here thinking about the technical features. I think they're just thinking about what they can do. So basically, a JS chat room that connects to IRC. I'm guessing it's like a WebSocket. It's just a WebSocket connection between chats. So it's like live chat. I don't know if that's how he did it, but I'm guessing. You have a contact form. That's cool. Do you have a pricing? Do you have a way to download it? Is this just a really early? Oh, enter my index. Okay. Ooh. Okay. You're the lead dev of, okay, let's go to his classes. Microservices. Passphrase. You have like weird you have like weird like little spelling things. Like I wouldn't care, but I know that if someone came here to see if it's a professional site or not, people would care. Like you have create or edit with a lowercase e and then my Vindex class with capitals. There's little things that you should focus on, like passphrase is not capitalized. Microservice isn't capitalized, but this is just like inconsistencies. Passphrase, I don't know. You're not authorized. Awesome. This is a test. Okay. Space. No? Okay. The title is the passphrase? Oh, okay. Wait, go back to this one. The title is the, okay, so if I copy paste microservices. Ooh, that's cool. Notes, IRC. Oh, okay, that's cool. Password? Something. Okay, yeah, so it's a live chat. I'm guessing it's a WebSocket. That's pretty cool. Whoa. Don't ask questions meant for a health professional. You can't ask to ask, just wait. Okay, that's cool. You have like channel rules. That's nice because people do that all the time. This is cool. I think you just need to sell it better. And then obviously you're working on it, so just clean it up. But this is cool. If you can actually get people to use this and then get like user data, and then if you were to apply to a job, be like, look, we actually have users. That'd be really cool. Maybe have a way to return to home without me having to go in the thing and actually return myself. Oh my god, I can't. There we go. What do you guys think? I missed chat. I haven't read for a bit. Will you do portfolio residency? He's probably not going to do it today. He's probably just going to do normal stream. One to two sentences should describe the product exactly. There was one dude, Tamor. I don't know if he is still here. I remember we helped him. Okay, wait. I'm gonna find this for you because Jesse, this was actually a really good thing. Where is Tamor? Where are you? I know you're here. Here he is. So he made this website called Geo Link, whatever. And we were helping him sell it. I don't know if he made changes from the last one. Okay, so he did make changes. They're not the best, but let's see if we could get something out of this. A stupid, simple idea. Yeah, I wouldn't write that. Geo redirect links. With a Geo tool, you can create easy-to-use links that redirect based on visitors' country. See, a one sentence that explains the app. It's super simple to understand. You create a link, and it'll redirect people based on their country. So if they're in the US and they go to this link, it'll redirect them to the US version of this website. Think of it as tiny URL but country sensitive. They're called geolinks. Give it a try. And then he has a thing. He made changes, like he made really good changes, and then he went back to his old ways for some reason. But the idea of selling it. Then here he gives an example. We are creating custom redirect links, so Cheer link. Yeah, so I'm gonna ignore that. That sucks. Use Kiwi. That's nice. Neat little app. Who's the guy in the chat who made it? It's Jesse Mosman. Jesse Mosman. Yeah, it's a cool app. I would use this if I was in school. The only thing is, I think it needs to be a bit more sellable. Like if you were to go to a school, okay, put yourself in the shoes of like someone who runs a school, and if you were to tell them that you would give this like they can use this software, like why would they use this over something else? Like you have to point out the highlights. Make it seem. I'm gonna think of an actual example instead of just saying make this look better or say it better. MyFitNext is an active learning platform to enhance student engagement off the top of video content. Provides many features such as table of contents for quick referencing. Maybe it's chatting. It works by. Okay, this is how I would word it. So learn how MyVidX works. It works by creating. It works by engaging students. No, that doesn't sound right. It works by creating an engaging environment for students to learn. They have the option of taking notes live while watching the content. They can go through the content, rewatch, focus on that, because you can't do that IRL. When a teacher is in front of you and talking to you, you can't just pause and reword or rewind and then go forward. You can do that with videos. The ability to take chat, the fact that you can ask teachers live questions, so you can say with integrated live chat, you can communicate live with the teacher and ask questions on the spot while you're watching the course and things like that. That's what I'd focus on. Not necessarily technical features like the fact that it uses IRC. I would just say live chat. Most of the people who are in here probably don't know what IRC is. Or at least the people you're marketing it to. I really hope I've been sharing the screen this whole time. Okay. Needs a touch of nice UI and a bit of improvement in the UX. The errors? Yeah, just a little bit of errors. It's not a big deal. Definitely not a big deal. It's functional. That's the most important right now. The website works. It seemed like we played around, everything worked. If you're not good at UI, get someone from your uni college. That's a good idea too. You can always go on Discord, or you can just go on Dribble and actually learn good UI stuff. Look at Scrimba and get some ideas. They do something like that. That's true, yeah. Scrimba, Dribble, all those websites. I don't think it's terrible, the UI. The only thing is he's using Bootstrap, and it's very obvious because we've all used Bootstrap, right? So it's very hard to not think of Bootstrap when you look at this stuff. I would do Bootstrap until you get functionality down, and then maybe switch to another library like Foundation or whatever that people don't necessarily know what it looks like, or it's not as popular as Bootstrap, because everyone knows what Bootstrap looks like, just because it's the most used thing in the world. You can make it as platform as a service. I would do it. Yeah, you could do platform as a service. You can go to a school and be like $100 per student per year, or something like that. Or you could sell it as a package. You could do a bunch of different stuff. What I would do is have like somebody who can go on here, like a mom and pop shop, and create their own little courses on how to do art, all the way up to enterprise level. And then, you have like the pricing and the options. Like if you're a school, well, you have to sign up with us like this. If you're an enterprise or a business, call us. We'll negotiate with you on the phone and probably try and get way more money out of you. If you're just one person who wants to just teach a couple of your friends, then you could just do the cheap pricing. Is there a way to get a UI guy for equity? You could probably get a UI guy for free. Just go on Discord. Be like, hey, I'm working on a cool project that I'm putting in my portfolio. And I'm sure there's someone else who's going to want to put a project on their portfolio, and they'll do the UI for you, you'll do the back end or whatever, and then you guys could both put on your resumes that you did it. And then a job will just be like, oh, cool, they made a cool app. Find a college in your area. You don't need to go find a college. I'm telling you, just go to Discord. Find another student, or find someone who's trying to get a job in Discord. Just go to the UI section, be like, hey, anyone looking to work on the front end of my learning app? I'm putting it on my portfolio, and I'm sure someone will work with you. Now, the reason is you should find a college is because of the app. Oh, you're saying like if you want to find someone to use it. I'm just saying like if you want to get someone to work on it with you, just find somebody who is doing what you're doing, like looking to make projects for their portfolio, for their resume. Anyways, we're gonna end it on this. This is a really cool project. I would definitely like to see where it goes in the next little bit. Alright, we're going to end. Is Josh streaming already? He is not. Alright, well, I'm going to post a link to his channel. If for some fucking reason you don't know who Josh is, there's the link to his channel, and he will be streaming on that channel. We got a video coming out on this channel, video on my channel. Put my channel at the bottom. We're going to do that WordPress stuff very soon. We have to. And yeah, I really appreciate all you guys being in here. Josh is a cool dude, true. But I know some Josh. Who is he talking about? I don't know. He's just a guy. That was like a meme for a straight month. He's just a guy. Yeah, appreciate all you guys being here. See you guys maybe in Josh's stream. I'll be in chat. I'll be hanging out. What's up, JP? You missed it. It's okay. If you want, join Discord. I have my personal Discord or the Grindreel Discord, and I always ping in there when I stream. Just because YouTube notifications are garbage. You literally get them an hour and a half later. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Missed 90% of that too. Oof. Feels bad.